Hello, my dear subscribers. I'm Maria the Convoy, and I'm going to be doing a reading, pick up your car, for the month of September, part of October. So basically, this week is starting from the 28th to the October 4th. Okay. Concentrate on energy number 1, number 2, or number 3. Okay, let me move this a little bit so you guys can see. Pick up your car. I have my Halloween theme for those that have never been here on my channel. This is my Halloween theme, and the first energy is the oracle of the 7 energies. The second one is talking to heaven. Okay, what would your ancestors will tell you? What message will be from your ancestor? And the third energy is Rebecca Campbell. Okay, the star seeds. This is more like some of you that believe in I would say extraterrestrials and stuff like that. That's one of the good oracles. And the second one is talking to heaven. Okay, so for those that could pick the seven energies or the chakra centers, okay, I'm going to take this to the side, this to the side, and I'm going to take this bundle to the side, and we'll take in the first 2 cards. And the first card starts coming in is card number 45 and card number 44. So basically, this is your 7th chakra. This will be your thoughts. This is your crown chakra. This is about spirituality. This is about ego transcendence. This is about liberation. This is about God consciousness, understanding, and wisdom. Okay, so I hope you guys can see this. Okay, I think that let's see, the camera is good. Okay, so because you got number 45, beyond the ordinary. Okay, the mystical, inflexible part of life, trusting in the invisible world without understanding, recognizing the same thing cannot be known in advance and are not meant to be grasps intellectually, the awareness that everything is as it should be, even if it doesn't make sense. So beyond the ordinary worlds defined by our memory, our intellect, and our 5 senses is a mystical realm of beauty, magic, and extraordinary potential. This is the spirit realm, the quantum reality called by some great mystery. This place doesn't operate under the same laws we're used to be, but rather it has its own way of working, and it's perfect through the hard work, hard for us to understand. When you want to know what is to come, the nature of something, or where you're heading, is natural to turn or trust the oracle. Expect some kind of answer, and will form in your view of how things are. So sometimes this is not possible because the elements cannot be named or are not yet in place, things that may be still in flux. So you cannot know and may never be meant to know. No matter how hard you try to understand why something happened or how or when it will happen, now is the time to surrender to not knowing. The mystery is a mystery because it represents unknowable and yet unmade. Even its potential is impossible to understand. What is waiting for you lies beyond the ordinary, but it has not yet chosen its shape, its path, its manner by which it will be delivered. Your job is to stay the course, allowing whatever comes to be exactly as it will, without trying to uncertain anything in advance. So beyond the ordinary, in other words, to me, is whatever is happening to you. This is basically telling you, like, it's something that's gonna happen for some of you, and it's hard for you to understand. Okay, and maybe some of you do not know in advance what's gonna happen to you. Let's say there is something that happens, some kind of tragedy. Okay, it could be something very bad that happened to you, but it's you cannot know in advance. So no matter if you go to like 5, 10 different tarot card readers and you want to know why it happened, is you will not know. And maybe at this time it doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example that happened to me a long time ago, and I hope this resonate with some of you. A long time ago, I was in a situation where I fought so much for something to happen. Okay, and at some point I felt guilty about doing what I did. Okay, but then I didn't know what the future was going to bring. And what happened was that this situation that I asked God for forgiveness for what I was going to do, it was in the future became something very, very bad. Okay, I know that this example is probably not the best one. Okay, I'm gonna give you another one. Let's see. In the situation that I had, let me give you an example of someone. Someone came here for a card reading. Okay. She was going through a separation. They have a child together, but they were not married. So the girl broke up with the relationship, and she was like devastated, trying to get child support and this and that, and trying to get back to the kid's father, right? So I used to tell her, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, and finally she ended up giving up. Okay, so at first she was like, oh, I want to speak to this guy, this and that, whatever. So now, I will say, I think her daughter now is like 5, I think, not sure, and this is about 3 years ago. So at first I used to tell her, I don't know why, I never literally see anybody in the picture. It was just 3 years ago. She only came for one reading, and a spell for this ex to give her monetary, like what is called child support. So now, about a year ago, exactly a year ago, I would say, well, now it's about a year and a half, she got married. She met a very, very successful man that now she doesn't need to work. Okay, and she was working back there. The father of the child never gave her a penny. Okay, and it was always getting her in trouble. When it comes to finances, her car, driving records, or whatever. So now she let it go. I told her, said, let it go. Cut cords. So eventually she ended up cutting cords. One reading, and that's it. And sometimes there's things that you cannot know ahead of time. So now she's legally married, has a beautiful house, and he's also a divorcee, has a child of his own, and the kids get along fine. So there is certain things that you cannot know ahead of time. So sometimes you just have to let the universe work. It is on timing. It's called divine timing. So this one has divine matrix in card number 44. It says the realm of spirit, the knowledge that we're all divine beings, part of the tapestry weaving our dreams into the fabric of reality. Synchronicity, learning to trust the way things unfold. So basically these two cards are like really back to each other. Like this is telling you like to let it go, and this card is telling you let things unfold at its own time. Do you ever wonder how synchronicities have come together? This meaningful consciousness moves life forward in ways we might not understand at that time. We can trap in the idea that the world is a place that separates parts with a space between, because the true quantum spiritual nature of reality can be confusing. Imagine that everything possible under the sun is waiting to be claimed. You're not separated from what you desire to manifest. Everything is instinctively connected within a vast living of web of life, divine matrix. Even that which you have not yet observed as part of your life experience is still connected to you. It remains dormant until you choose it. Life operates on life terms as well. You don't live in a vacuum, so you're surrounded by multitude of realities that were brought to life by others. These can surely affect you if you allow them to. But as your thread, your luminous life force, your courageous stream in part of the tapestry of life, you're being invited to be conscious of the patterns you're weaving. It is not amazing to know that you have such a power inherent in you just by being alive. You will see evidence of the truth of this divine matrix today. It is you. What you do matters. All manners of miracles are waiting for you to claim to them. Ready? Ready? So, like I said, sometimes miracles are gonna happen, and whenever it's gonna happen, maybe some of you have gone to some type of lesson, okay, and some of you are gonna manifest whatever it is, that whatever dream you had. Maybe it's the purchase of the house, maybe it's a reconciliation of a relationship. That's another thing that can be happening when you're reconciled with someone that you feel there is no hope. Okay, this could be a family member or a friend where you guys could be separated for a certain amount of time. Whatever it is that this card is representing is telling you that leave it up to the universe, and the divine is gonna take care. So whatever dream is gonna come true. It could be a relationship with a family member. It could be an ex-boyfriend where this man probably treated you bad, and now he comes to you with a different offer. Okay, so that's for those that pick card number 1. Okay, for those that pick card number 2, okay, this is the talking to heaven. What would your ancestors have said to you? Okay, so this is I already shuffled these cards, but I'm just gonna do one more. So let's see what card comes in. The first one says, I was met by so many loving people. This is a card that's telling you, I am learning over here. For some of you that you wonder what's going on with your grandfather, your grandmother, your brother, your sister, your whoever, your significant other. I know that some of us have people that passed away recently. Okay, so and we're thinking how they're doing okay. I was made by so many loving people. So I'm gonna give you the message of the author. Basically, it's like your family is waiting for you. Okay, I want to put your mind at rest. I did not die alone. None of us ever come into earth world or ever enters into heaven alone. I was met by all of our loving relatives, friends, and even souls I didn't expect. I was greeted so beautifully by my magnificent angels, teachers, and spirit guides, who gently escorted me into my colorful heavenly life. It is all so splendid and so real. I cannot express to you the amount of love I was welcomed with. It feels so natural to be loved. I think I forgot that when I was living on earth, when I came here, it was wonderful reunion. It is a place where you see the best in everyone, and they also show you the best in yourself. It is indeed heaven. Okay, so that's for those that pick up card number 1. Card number 2. I'm sorry, the set number 2. And the other one is I am learning over here. So basically, this is just telling you that when we die, we actually go to somebody. Somebody is up there waiting for us. Okay, And basically is our family come to pick us up, literally. And they come to pick us up, they greet us. It's family, friends, people that you probably had classes. It could be teachers, grammar school, high school, college, wherever you are. When you're cross over, you're not alone. They come to you and they greet you spiritually to let you know, well, you're entering heaven, you know. So, and they go back to learn. So I am learning over here. So they basically go back to learn whatever they need to learn. And I'm gonna give you the author's message. I have always loved to learn, and sometimes I thought that I knew all about it. But now that I am beyond the three-dimensional physical world, I am astounded to be learning how everything really works in this beautiful and perfect universe. Even now, I cannot completely comprehend all of the God's plan, but I do see the bigger picture. It is amazing. You and I are so much more than we ever dream of. The only thing I can share with you is how important it is to appreciate and honor yourself and everything else in life. You and I, like everyone, are God's sacred creations, which means that we honor ourselves and each other, and I definitely honor you. So basically, they go there, and when they cross over, they learn, things that they probably didn't learn this time, but they see it in the perfect picture. Okay, so maybe when they were alive, most of the time they don't comprehend the God's plan. But when we cross over, or there is a lesson that have to be learned. So for those that feel like, oh, what are they doing over there, or if you feel that, especially for those that you haven't forgive yourself, and they're happy. If you think that your mom, your dad, or whoever it is, they're not upset, they're not sad, they're happy. There is another family that we have out there, and they all get together and come to get you. And they and then remember that we come here to learn. And what happens is that when you cross over, it's like there's a learning situation where they they learn how everything works. They understand how everything works, and it works with peace and kindness. So whoever you picked, your family member that you feel that, oh my God, like let's say for some of you that know that I had a couple of people that died this year. Some of them died because one person aged, and one of the persons didn't die because it was not her time. But I feel that she rushed into it for fear or whatever it was that she had. She took that leap of faith, but now she's learning. Okay, this person is learning. Another one died at a very young age, but again, she's learning. Maybe that was her path. Okay, so for those that are the statuses that let's see what message is for you guys. For those that pick up the card number 3, oracle number 3, and let's see what message is here for you. A new earth, okay, which is what we're going through right now. So some of you, if you believe, I don't know if this is 2 cards here. I want to make sure there is not. These cards are new, so I feel that they might be 2 cards here, but I don't think so. So the next card that you hit is card A New Earth, and all paths lead home. Okay, so let's understand these cards. A new earth, I feel that some of you know that you guys are in a higher vibration. Okay, so you guys are in a learning process where we're growing. A lot of us are growing. Okay, so let's see what card number 1 says. It starts with the letter A New Earth. It is happening. Keep holding the vision. Don't give up now. You're close closer than you think. I know it is hard to hold on to frequency at a new age when it feels as if so much crumbling and so many are losing faith. This is the sign, your sign that you're facing the right direction. You have a great gift in being able to see the potential of things before they exist. Tend to new needs. Dream them into existence. Don't lose faith. Now keep your focus fixed. Planting new seeds and bringing about a shift of the ages is no mean feat. It requires extreme trust and radical vision. If you pull this card, it is a reminder that to have faith, you choose to be here, to be part of this global shift. Whether you're bringing it about through a prayer, meditation, or through working in a new project, job, or creation, keep going, it's happening. Don't give up now. The world needs more dreamers like you, more people with hope in their hearts. The road ahead may not be plain sailing, ushering a new age. In times of change, never is. You are being encouraged to remember that you have been working towards for so long is almost here. Don't question yourself now. Don't waver. Dig your devotion deep, for if you do, in the not too distant future, you have been able to sit back and watch all that you have carefully planted and nurtured growing and bloom. It is possible to keep focusing on your dream. You are closer than you think. It starts soul inquiry. How can you keep holding the vision? So remember, we're changing it. Some of us are going to change in that. And also remember that not all of us are going to change. So all paths lead home. Okay? Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. It is normal to look to the external world for answers and guidance. What's revolutionary is turning your gaze inward. You are being called to source your guidance from within, to study the terrain of your inner landscape, to develop a reliable relationship with your soul. The more time you spend connecting with your soul, the deeper that connection will become. To change for empaths is staying connected without cutting off the world. The best way to do this is to develop a daily practice that helps you to keep checking in, to draw on the wisdom within, led to the authority in your life. If this card appears, you may be called to develop or switch up your spiritual practice, to get into the habit of turning your gaze within, getting centered for the day before consuming anything from the outside world, to start from feeling of homeless, and throughout each day to find simple ways to keep coming home. This doesn't mean you're switching off from the realities of today's world. We need as many conscious people as possible living with their eyes wide open, rather than it's a call to start your day from a place of connectedness and grace and devotion. So when you do go out into the world, and when you let the world in, you do it from an unshakable state of being, a state where you draw your strength, authority, and guidance from a place of deep within. Star sees soul inquiry. How are you being called to turn your gaze within? So basically, I feel that it's time for you guys to probably meditate. Some of you don't change. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So whatever it is that you're doing when it comes to meditate, and don't keep on the focus. Whatever your focus is into, how the world is changing, keep it. Whatever you have put in your mind, if you have sent energy out there for people to switch their beliefs, go ahead, and some people are going to start raising their higher self. And if that's what you're thinking, meditate, pray that this world changes. Okay, so don't think that the change is not going to happen. It is going to happen sooner than you think. Okay, it's happening. It just keep your mind together. How can you keep holding the vision? Continue to pray. This world needs more dreamers like you, more people with hope in their hearts. So, you know, don't forget to leave that hope there, to continue having the hope that things are going to get better, you know, and go within yourself, okay, and your inner intuition, and just always remember, maybe you need to meditate in the morning, send out good vibrations so the rest of the day goes fine for you. With that said, my dear subscribers, I'm Maria the Clairvoyant. I hope you like this video. Share it. Put your thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. And I will be going live with all God willing, October the 1st. Okay, because I was strike until the 30th or the 31st, whatever this month ends. So on the 1st of October, I will be going live. Love and light. I'll see you in the next one, and I hope this messages help you to increase your intuition, increase your mediumship, increase your development. And for those that did lose your family member or whoever, and you're still grieving this person, understand that they were somebody came to help them to take it to the other side. Someone came and held their hand, and they're happy. Okay, they're not sad. And if you had any differences, they know it and they understand it. You may not understand it, but they did. Okay, you may not understand it now, but hopefully in the future you will. Love and light. I'll see you in the next one, and have a wonderful week. Remember, these readings are for September 28th to October the 4th. Bye bye.